when you look back at that first fight with Strickland, close fight, right? You felt you won, he felt he won, you know the way it goes?
No, the judges thought I won.
Right. But do you look back at that fight and think, well, I won it, so I just need to do the same thing again? Or you look back at it and go, I can improve on that performance and I know how to?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's exactly what you said. I did the right things to win that fight. He is going to make adjustments to be better. And I have to do the same thing. It's not that I have to do anything different. I just have to do whatever I've been doing better. I've had a year now to improve upon that performance, cleaner, to be fitter, stronger. In terms of strength, that's not a problem. Just being cleaner, picking the shots better, being more patient. This is not my first UFC title fight anymore. And I know I can push that pace for 5 rounds. So that changes my dynamic, but I'm not going into this fight thinking it's the same fight as the first one. He's going to make the adjustments. He knows what it's like in there with me, just like I know what he's doing and how, his team is incredible. He has an incredibly good coach. Coach Eric is very well respected, and I have the world's respect for him, and I know he's a master at the game plan and figuring it out, but so is my coaches and my team. So, yeah, very similar in fight, because we both now know, and how much could have really changed. It's just about being cleaner and better at everything.
Sean, you obviously felt that you won the first fight with Dricus.
Oh yeah, we're here to talk about fighting, you guys. Yeah. God damn it! All right,
we'll leave the manifesto for another time. I think. You thought you won the first fight with Dricus, so because of that, do you even have to change your game plan, or is it just, I just go out and do what I did last time, and hopefully the judges get it right?
Man, I've been working my ass off. I'm giving 110%. I'm doing all the right things. I'm working hard. I'm gonna hit harder, do all the right things. Yeah, no, real nice here, dude. Come on, guys. Like, at least you could ask me a fun question, dude. Ask me about,
why do you have a racist cop's mustache?
Bro, there we go, my man. Let's go, you pirate.
He has this reputation as an awkward sort of striker, with his shoulder rolls and his teeps. Do you think, in a way, fighting him twice gives you a bit of an advantage almost, because you've sort of had those 5 rounds with him to sort of get used to that style?
Yeah, I think it can, but it can also, bite you in the ass. If you think you're fighting a certain style and you're fighting a certain guy and all of a sudden he comes out completely different, that can throw you off too. That's what I said. To think of the second fight the same as the first fight would be the same level as underestimating Sean Strickland, which I'm not doing. I'm expecting the best fighter in the world to show up, just like I've expected the best fighter in the world to show up every single time. Like we saw with Adesanya, when he showed up, I knew I was there to fight the best Adesanya, and everybody said it. He said it. Everybody said he looked incredible. And I went out there to beat the best Adesanya, just like I'm out there to beat the best Strickland that we've ever seen. And his fight style doesn't have any effect on how I fight. I'm going out there to do what I do and do it as the world champion, the best in the world. And he's going to be the best Strickland in the world, and we're going to see whose best is the best.
So do you think Dricus' striking is ugly, or?
Dude, Dricus is like a short bus, dude. Like, he's not a good striker, but when you're just going full send, dude, he fights hard, man.
Why does Alex Pereira hate him so much to fly down here during a training camp and corner you?
Man, Alex, and let me tell you something about Alex, which I respect the most about, Alex has all the money. He came to America to land it free. He's not going to get robbed in the fucking, Rio. Well, he might, but he has no reason not to be happy. He should be happy, gets all the women, has all the sports car, but he harbors so much hate in his heart, and a part of me respects that, because it takes a real man to not become soft because money, and Alex just harbors the hate. So, hey, I respect you, Alex.
Speaking about what you do, I feel like every time you fight, there's a commentary on your style. Izzy and Rob recently called it ugly. Dana White says you fight like a white man dances. Do you think your fighting style is ugly?
It's effective. That's what I think. He got lucky with the split decision. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here now. I am very happy that they made this fight. I was asking for this fight up until the Hamzat thing happened. Then I would have preferred that fight. But I'm really happy this fight's happening because now I can go and say, we're going to settle this. We're going to put this to bed because, all the Strickland fans that believe he won that fight, I can just go out and put this behind me. Not that it was ever in front of me as I have to get that. Maybe I did. No, I didn't get lucky. I wasn't gifted a belt. I fought for 5 rounds forward. 23 minutes forward in a 25-minute fight warrants a win. That's the guy who's trying to fight, not the guy who's trying to point. So for me right now, I think Strickland is the best middleweight in the world right now, behind myself. And he deserves to be here. I know he's an incredible, incredible fighter. He's so good defensively. He's tough. He's hard to hit. And when you hit him, it doesn't have that effect as, on normal guys. This man is an apex predator. So this is the toughest fight of my life coming up. And I'm ready for that because I'm an apex predator and he's in my area right now. We're going to go to that dark place from the word get-go and we'll see who comes out.
When you were coming up to the title for the first time, it felt like you didn't really rate the championship. You didn't care. I remember speaking to you actually after you won and you're like, whatever, I'm champion. But now you got it taken off you and you felt what it's like to not be champion. Do you kind of think, no, I actually want that belt back?
Man, the good thing about winning a belt, it's a lot of money, but it's like, it's kind of hard, dude, because you're a thinking man. I know we all make our money in this industry, so we all like to suck it off a little bit. But, but as a thinking man, someone like corporation, a massive corporation, a little DEI, by the way, guys, UFC. But well, now since Dana's going with Trump, maybe we're going to end that, right? But anyways, I regress. Like, as a thinking man, you must safeguard yourself from falling into like manipulative brainwashing tactics by the corporations. And now when you look at this big old shining gold, and the belt's real cool. It's in my closet, got duct tape on it, broke right when I got it. Real cool, dude. I look at the belt, mine's real cool. But I genuinely, dude, like in the grand scheme of life, this small moment in my life, which is real fun to talk to you, we got to find folks here. Are there any Africans in here? No, I know. I've been actually, then we got one African in the back. It's funny, dude. I've been talking to a lot of Africans. None of them been black. But no, in this small moment, it's so trivial. And I love to fight. And it's so awesome that I get to go in there and I have fans. I get to go fight a man. I get to go put it online. And that's so great. And the experience in my trivial little life is such a big experience. And that I'm grateful for. But a piece of metal that says UFC on it, like, get the fuck out of here.
And I can't wait for that because even if this goes to a decision again, it will be an all-out war and there will be no doubt that I'm the best in the world.
It's kind of going off of what you said in that, Sean, it's difficult to fight and everything. A lot of people were confused by Paulo Costa's approach to that fight against Sean Strickland. They were surprised at how he wasn't the usual Paulo Costa trying to blitz forward. Do you think that was just more fans are overlooking, like Sean made him do that? Like that was Sean's approach and he's the reason Paulo was kind of out of sorts?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you could see that. I mean, Sean, he's a bully fighter. I said it before, he's a bully fighter and, he's been a bully on the mic, but the bully fighter is not a bad thing. What he does is he walks forward and he imposes his game on his opponents. And because the shots aren't that powerful, because it seems unassuming, you just wait and you take a teep and you take a jab and you take a jab and you take a teep and you go backwards and you're waiting for then you miss and you miss. And you're going backwards looking for your opening. Before you know it, you've been going backwards for 2 rounds and you're behind on points. Now you have to make it happen. And he kind of forces you. And then the momentum is so far for him that he has it. And then when he fights that way, you're not pushing a pace if you're going backwards. So he's fighting at his pace. He can jab, he can kick, he can jab, he can throw the whole day. He can throw quantity because it's not that hard. That is why he has been so successful in everything he does. That's why he could beat Adesanya the way he did. And that's why he beat Paulo Costa the way he did. Because guys realized too late in the fight, listen, this guy is ahead on points right now. and then they have to do something desperate, and then it's too late. So yeah, that is definitely not, the guy is not fighting good. It's all credit to Strickland for doing what he does and imposing his game plan.
When you wake up every day and you ask and you look in the mirror and you say, like, hey, what will make me happy? Like, I have money, I don't got to worry about making my mortgage. Like, what will make me happy? I'm the most miserable. Like, I am the most miserable when I'm not in pain and I'm not dieting. So I think the hardest thing when you have these long layoffs is you wake up and you're still training, you're going through the steps, but you're kind of like, hey, what's going to make Sean happy? And it's miserable. And the moment you get a fight, dude, you have so much direction. You have a date. You have something to look forward to. You have something to stress about. Hardship is probably one of the best things for humanity. And like, I think that's one of the biggest issues that most people run away from hardship. And the moment you realize that like hardship makes you rise to your full potential, it's the best. So I hate layoffs, and it's always nice to right, wrong, or indifferent, dude. I love the pain. It makes me feel alive.
Because just a quick one, I saw Sean was talking about a headbutt in the first fight and how it impacted the fight. What was your reaction when you saw him sort of saying that was one of the key things that sort of turned things around?
Well, my reaction was it only felt like a headbutt. My right hand is really, really hard. But it wasn't a headbutt. You know, it wasn't a headbutt. There's evidence all over. You can see the video footage. Everything is there where the eye is already bleeding before where he shows the headbutt. It was a right hand. I remember it in the fight, seeing it. I remember in the fight I was throwing the right hand and I could see the blood coming from his eye the first time. And I caught him on that exact same eye many times. You can watch that fight back. How many times I caught him on that exact eye. And the blood started pouring. You know, late in the fight, I mean, don't you wrestle with your head? The head was there. I mean, I saw what he showed, but he was already bleeding then. And that was definitely no headbutt. There was rubbing, our heads were rubbing against each other as you would when you wrestle. That's why we have cauliflower ears.
We didn't even get to any questions. I'm sorry, dude. This racist motherfucker, dude. He got me so distracted.
You want just over here, just to your right?
Where we? Oh, my dog, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. I like your chain, dude.
Thank you.
That's definitely a media salary chain.
I'm an electrician, so.
Oh, you really do? That's
Yeah.
what's up, dude. I have actually done a lot of electrical work.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I'm not good, dude. Like, I'm not good, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
not gonna pass code.
I spoke with Coach Nixick last month, and he said that when you fought Israel, you fought with nothing to lose, and that when you fought Dricus, you fought to not lose. How do you adjust that mindset coming into this rematch?
Let me stop you right now, guys. That only happened because a dirty Dutchman hit me with a headbutt. You know how hard it is, dude? Like, I mean, how much blood you got running through your eyes? Like, it would have been an easy fight if it wasn't for that. I'm going to put that card back on his short bus, and I'm going to send him to preschool.
Both you guys have a lot of respect for each other after the first fight. But you did mention it, you know, he can be a bully in the octagon. He can sometimes be a bully on the mic. What are you expecting from this press conference tomorrow, now that you guys have shared the ring together for 5 rounds? Do you imagine it might actually be more respectful than what people might be thinking?
I think there's so much mutual respect between me and Strickland, well, at least from my side. I have all the respect in the world for the man. He's an absolute warrior. He's an incredible, incredible fighter. I think he's proven that. You know, in the beginning, when he beat Israel Adesanya, he got his title shot by fluke. He was the number 7 ranked guy. There was nobody else. He stepped up. He was never supposed to be there, and he proved that he belonged there. And after I fought him, I went, wow, he's a lot better than I thought. He is as good as, you know, the papers say. He's deserving of this title shot. I can't believe he hasn't had it earlier. He is an incredibly good fighter. And I just know I'm better. So the respect is there. And especially after sharing such a war with somebody, the respect is there, especially from my side. I know what it takes to get in there and to go what I went through and what he went through. And now we are competing and there is respect, but there's not a person in front of me. It's something in my way. And like I said, you can be the nicest guy. I don't care if it's more respect, less respect. He can be the biggest asshole to me. He can be the nicest guy. It makes no difference on what happens fight night. But in the lead up, I would assume it's going to be a bit more humane this time around. But if not, I'm ready for anything.